we are going to have us an unboxing of an Axis Arms 91 Cavalry, Carcano 91 Cavalry Carbine. Now, you might say, hey, why do you need another cavalry carbine? I got a fairly nice one from Classic Firearms. Well, what it was is I get the emails from the Gun Boards forum, and somehow this guy from Axis Arms is connected or one of the preferred dealers that's allowed to advertise, and in the want to sell column I got an email saying, hey, I got these cavalry carbines, they're all antique, so you don't need an FFL, I can mail them directly to you. So I went to the website, looked, and they were priced at $290, a little bit higher. But he said that he hand selected them out of a bunch. They were all antiques, and he can send them direct to the house. So $315 with the shipping. I don't have to go to my transfer guy or none of that other fun stuff. And the reason I really got this was because I wanted an older one without a handguard. Now, you know, like DK Firearms has them right now. And a lot of these places you can't call them and ask them to pick one out. About the best way to do it would be to go to their outlet. You go to their outlet and you can hand select, you know, what's in a rack there at the store itself. They won't pick them out for you, or you'd have to, like I did, buy 4 or 5 of them, and they kind of mix them in to give you a variety, which I just didn't have the money to get another 4 carbines and try to figure out what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to sell. It's more of a headache. So, box came, halfway decent box. And what we have crushed paper, bubble wrap. Not too horrible, okay? Still better than some of the other ones. The box did take a knock on the thing there from the barrel, so it got bounced. So I'll give them a 5 on packing. Yeah. Hold on a second while I cut this. And another thing, I caught this email because I scan my emails, communicating with people daily. I caught this like when it just posted, within an hour. And when I went to the website, he had a total of 17. And he said that he went and handpicked these guns from the wholesaler or whatever. And he had a group of them, and that was it. They were all antiques. And yeah, that's what I wanted. And exactly what I wanted is what I ended up with. I never knew until further research that the cavalry carbines actually did not come with a handguard. The very original ones. Okay? So, I always thought maybe when I looked at pictures that the handguard was missing, but that is the way it should be. Okay. He has his stock tag on there. And this is PW Arms. Now the reason I got it also is some people in the Carcano rooms on Facebook, one guy, somehow he works for a distributor, and he shows pictures of these huge containers full of these guns. And you know, he'd go and pull out all of these here. So that is what I was looking for. And this is all out of the same batch, grime, grease, and gunk. Oh shit, ore's plugged. Plugged with crud. Yeah, this one's 586, 5936. Stock does not match. I think he said there are no cleaning rods in any of them, which he did not buy. Ooh, and this has a different type of latch that I don't have. So man, oh man, this is the deal, because I don't have this style bayonet latch. So this, for me, as a collector, this is a win-win situation. Okay, I'm gonna get the rest and we'll take a closer look at this thing. All right, like I said, pretty happy with it. Now, this gun is covered in gunk cosmoline. They wiped the outside off. And just from my experience with the other ones, I can tell this has all been in the same place. But pluses. Number one, this is the original style without the handguard. Okay, and some you may find retrofitted with the handguard. But I wanted one without a handguard. Now, like I said, I really didn't know that the very early ones had no handguard. So it's kind of my own thing that I had to learn as I go, you know, what to look for. And, you know, the inside of the action is packed in grease. The bore was packed in grease. You know, stock is typical for these things. I got, so I don't cast a shadow. So, you know, same thing with the wood. There's no cleaning rod in there, but it's no big deal. So we got our bolt. The bolt has some stampings and markings on the handle and that. I don't know if you can see them when we flip it around. So the inside is all covered in grease. Okay, and it has a standard rear sight. That lower number 6, so this thing goes out forever. Probably going to shoot higher than a kite. And I don't know if you can see it or not. 1894 is the date, and I believe Brescia is where it was made. Now the other plus on this is, out of all of my bayonet, I think I have all three. The push button, the other early one with the little latch that's down here, and then this one here. I have one that has one modified from that. They would take these, remove this little mechanism, but you would still see the detents, and then drill it out and put the push button in there. And I did run a cleaning rod down the bore, and the bore looks very worn. So this one's going to be shooting cast bullets. I won't even waste my time trying to shoot jacketed, and I can tell by looking at it, it's worn. You know, there's rifling. It's not rusted, but it's been shot. So let's look at it from the other side. Okay, like I said, this bolt has some stampings on them. Carcano, some do, some don't. And you don't know if after all these years the part's been swapped around. The stock doesn't match, but everything else looks to be in good shape. And what do we have on the nocks there? There's a serial number. Underneath the grease and grime, there may be some little stampings and stuff, and there's our import mark. You know, everything's in one piece. And again, looking at that sight, this thing's probably going to shoot a mile high, so there we go. Well, he had about 20 of them, and they sold out within 24 hours. And this was a specific model that I was looking for. See, like I said, with DK Firearms, they may have one or two in the pile, but you can't tell them, hey, pick me out one without the handguard and this type of bayonet mount. That's why paying a tad bit extra to get this, even though shooting it's not going to be, you know, this ain't going to shoot well, but it is an actual early example and something I wanted, and gives me the third type of bayonet latch, which now I have a complete thing in my collection. So I can say that I'm satisfied with this purchase. If this was something you guys were looking for to take out and shoot and was the only one you bought, you probably wouldn't have liked it. But if you do go and buy one from the larger dealers and get one like this, it's more of a collectible gun. I'm not going to clean it or disassemble it, and I may not shoot it for a while with everything going on in the holiday, but I'm just going to set her aside for now.